Hey everybody, and welcome to what is technically part 3 in my, actually part 4 in my Sonic Frontiers playthrough, but decided to put parts 1 through 3 into one big episode. Should have been on the channel by now, about 2-ish hours. But now we're going to do episode 2 of Kronos Island, where we're just going to do a long session and record those sessions and then edit them up together for one big video. I did mess up the editing in my previous video a little bit. I forgot to cut out some of the fluff, and I forgot to cut out the tag at the end of the video, and that looked so horrendous. So I'm going to try to remember to cut out the tag at the end. But yeah, I'm enjoying this game. I'm like thoroughly enjoying this game. Like, I am very, very happy. But we are going to do something. We're going to turn the master volume down to about 60. There we go. Did that actually do it? Sometimes it okay, so it did. There we go. I can still hear everything. It still sounds good, but it's not too loud. Yep. Huh, how do I get that? I can't climb on it. Alright, hold on a minute. No, I was thinking I could climb on that. Can I run up it? Probably not. Yeah. That's actually a very well hidden object in plain view, but you have to think outside of the box to get it. But yeah, I've been enjoying this playthrough. It's been a nice way to unwind, and honestly, it's been a nice way to just chill. I've been a gamer for a long time now, and you know, the daily stress of life can get to you. But the one thing is, a good video game will normally never fail you. A bad video game will tear you asunder, though. Okay, I realized something. I'm not utilizing this. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. There we go. So, yeah, that challenge was a lot more enjoyable. Oh, and let me guess, I bet I'm supposed to be up here, and then I can jump down on it. Let me see. Nope. Probably. I could probably do that. Huh. Here's some enemies. Oh, they dropped a gear. That was rare. I feel good today. The long sessions, I will admit, drain me. And the thing is, half the time I'm doing this while I'm either streaming it or whatever. So I'll stream it and then I'll post it to YouTube. But very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Also, I found out that so anyone who plays this game looks great, but for some reason it doesn't actually look as good when you're playing it versus when you're watching it. So during the editing process, I edited all the videos and clipped them together, and Sonic looks beautiful in the edited clips. No filter, no nothing was put on it, and he was the right shade of blue and everything. However, when you're playing the game, he is a dulled form of blue. It's very odd. Also, the game's running at about, I'd say, 58 frames per second, but it was a smooth 60 frames per second in the edited clip or edited video I did. And you know what? I'm proud of that video. For a 2-hour, 59-minute video, that came out really well. Oh, wait, hold a minute. Is this a mission? Wow, that was easy. I wonder if they're going to get harder. Normally, the very first, like, variation is the easiest. That reminds me, we gotta go talk to Amy. Amy's over there. Hold on a minute. What? That was... What? Okay. Whatever. Why did that one process but the others didn't? Wait, did the enemies just get teleported in? Very interesting. Shut up. You know what? Ooh, boost gauge raised. Boost gauge raised. So, I do like this. I get to choose how I build Sonic. And increasing the speed is honestly the best thing if you want to do some of the later challenges. Ring capacity just means you get more HP, but it also means it takes more, like, time to get your max ring count. So, you know what? I'm gonna increase speed. So, this Coco increases ring capacity and speed. The other Coco increases attack and defense. I think that's how that works. So, as you see, now I have a bigger boost gauge too. Oh, he dropped XP. But yeah, this game can look extremely beautiful at times. Extremely pleasant on the eyes, shall I say. Haven't done that mission, I don't think. Yep. I wonder if you get bonus XP for defeating enemies in style. Or is that just a Devil May Cry thing? Wait. A key? You know, something that just occurred to me. Every time I see a key, or say a key, I think of aquí cerrodero, which I'm saying that wrong, but it's Spanish, and it's a phrase that I heard constantly when I played the Resident Evil 4 2005 game. And every time I think of that, I think of Resident Evil 4. It's what the villager says during the chainsaw section in the beginning of the game. I guess this one I can only do at night.
I wonder what kind of devastation the island's been recovering from.
See, that one was easy to get. Another challenge.
You again?
Submit. Your reckless actions endanger the world.
Care to explain how saving my friends is a bad thing?
You are an enemy combatant. I will not share data with you.
What is wrong with you? Sonic would never endanger anyone. He's even going to help this Coco reunite with their one true love.
Love. An emotional status too vague and varied in its definition. You are both too ignorant to be helped.
Who, what was that girl?
Aside from being a pain, no clue.
So now we have some more story. Oh my god, it's making me travel. I travel here, and now it's making me travel way over there. Thank God Sonic's the fastest thing alive. Could probably do this. I love how gently he lands. Oh. Little ring challenge up there or something. But part of me really wanted to do another playthrough of a game that I have played through before, and a game that I consider like one of the best ones, or my top like 10 games of all time. But honestly, I've been playing through a lot of my favorite games of all time, and I genuinely, there's some of them that just don't like satisfy me in terms of how they used to feel. And honestly, cutscene. Doo-doo-doo. Mm.
Something wrong?
They say their Amore was stationed on the far side of the field. This is the field.
I'm not seeing a lot of farming going on.
Maybe, if you use that new technique of yours, you can clean up all this wild brush.
This one's actually very easy. But what I was saying was, like, the more that I game, and the more games that I complete, and the less time that I have to complete said games, the more that I realize sometimes the best games are the ones you can just chill and relax with, and ones that don't take a billion years to complete. Like, old me loved JRPGs. Like, I could play them for hours and hours, but current me is actually struggling playing any of the JRPGs that I used to enjoy as a kid, or even a teenager. Alright, the bees are annoying. Without any music, this is kind of somber. There we go. Yeah, see, I don't even have to really think about it too hard, and I still did it.
So, all this used to be farmland, huh?
Yes, they make it sound like it was abundant. But now...
I mean, it's grassy.
Yup, but I've seen this kind of recovery in areas Dr. Eggman damaged. Something ruined this land, and it's barely begun to recover.
Then we need to make sure it has plenty of time to heal.
Right.
Keep tabs on the hedgehog. I want constant updates.
Yes, sir.
And keep looking for a way to get me out of here.
I am evaluating all safe options.
Keep up the good work, Sage.
Thank you, Doctor. I am extending the range of my control, but I can still only command a few of the Ancient's relics at a time.
Commendable. But what about finding me a way out of this digital dimension?
I have run 1,700,050 simulations. There is no scenario to safely remove you from cyberspace.
Unacceptable. Keep looking. Make it your #1 priority.
But keeping you safe is my priority.
Okay, they could have done those cutscenes a little bit better. Like, just make it one, like, continuous string of cutscene, instead of breaking up the cutscene and then sending me directly back into gameplay for a brief second and then starting a new segment of the cutscene. That's very jarring because you're watching this cutscene, you're relaxing, then suddenly it jumps to gameplay, you're ready to get back in, and then it just cuts immediately to another cutscene. It's just very jarring. One continuous cutscene would have been better than whatever that was, but I still love the cutscenes. Like, a lot of people have said that the story in this game is the best in a Sonic game. And I don't know if that's true, but it's very intriguing. It does help if you've played the other Sonic games and know the history of Sonic and what he's all about and what Eggman's all about and all that. It's also important if you know who Tails, Knuckles, and Amy are. So this isn't a Sonic game for brand new Sonic fans, but it is a Sonic game for the wide margin. Also, I do like how once you cut the field, the the parts where you cut stay cut. I wonder if there is a trophy for being able to, like, cut the entire field. As someone who mows grass as a hobby, well, not really a hobby, but as a side hustle, part of me really wanted to just do the entire grass, but you really need a riding lawnmower for this. No, a big section like this, cutting it with a push mower would be hell. But boy, would it be a workout, especially since you're going downhill. Like, say you're going on a slope, so after you get down, like here, like look at that. You're going up a straight hill this way, and then that way you're going up a straight hill but sideways. And then it gets a little bit level, but then you have to, it's just, this would be absolute hell to cut with a push mower. Yeah, this is where my mind wanders when I'm not actively like trying to engage with the game. But back to what I was saying before about like my favorite games. Some of them still are definitely my favorites. Like Doom 3 is still one of my favorites. I can play it to this day and still have a blast with it. I can play The Thing Remastered or The Thing and still have a blast with it, even though the replay value isn't there. I can still pick up and play the Star Wars Battlefront games and have a blast with them. I can still pick up some of the Metal Gear Solid games and have a blast with them as well. But a lot of them have aged to the point where they're just not quite as fun for me. But Metal Gear Solid 2 still is amazing. But even that game's like the cutscenes and stuff and the massive amount of codecs, it does wane on you. Wait, what? Oh, I remember this. What? Oh, I have to side loop. Okay. I was like, I can collect it, but no, I side loop it. Ooh. What the heck was that? Actually, I know what that was. Ooh, purple coins. Yeah, see, some of these challenges are so easy, you don't even have to worry about the timer. And some of them are genuinely difficult. Oh, there's Amy. No, I don't want to. I don't want to fight you. Not yet, anyway. Ow! Stop it. I don't want to fight you. I love it. The fact that if there's no music playing, that is so anticlimactic. A key. Probably gonna need those later. But yeah, like Monster Hunter World is one of my favorite games of all time, but I genuinely don't think I would have nearly as much fun playing it today as I did back in, what, 2019 when it released, or 2020. But there you go. Level 8. See, and now Sonic is a little bit faster, and you can, like, I love the little, like, wind effect they put on him when you get faster. So, and his base running speed is still relatively, like, slow, but it does get faster the more you level up. So, but if you want to do some of the later challenges, you do have to level Sonic up a little bit. Wait, what? Is this an optional Amy segment?
It's beautiful here, but there's a loneliness here. The land feels sad and empty.
Yeah, I got the same feeling. And I think it's tied to the ruins, weird robots, and other stuff we've encountered. But on the plus side, I've got plenty of room to run around.
And you never know how many new routes you may discover.
Yeah, I'll try not to have too much fun finding a way to restore you.
That was wholesome. That was like just wholesome. That's the best way I can describe this game at times. Very wholesome. Alright. Yeah, but... Oh, I did not mean to... Ooh. Well, my mistake gave me some goodies. Well, there's nothing in there. But a lot of my favorite games of all time they change as years go by. JRPGs, I haven't completed a JRPG in years. And like RPGs in general, I still love to death, but I can't think of a single RPG I've played in the recent like months that I've actually completed. Oh right, yeah. Hello, we meet again, my friend. Maybe if I increase jump height? No, I can't do that.
Don't get too far ahead.
Maybe we should just let them wrap it up on their own.
We have to see this through.
We still haven't found Tails. We've been wrangling children and taking detours the whole way.
Are you telling me you would leave behind someone in need?
No, but I'm also worried about you. You can't help anyone if you're stuck in limbo.
All right. Then hurry up and save me too, so we can find Tails.
Sounds simple enough.
Now I gotta talk to her again. Also, I commend them for making the in-game cutscenes in-game. It is very interesting to like watch a cutscene and see everything that's happening in the background A lot of games that really want to. Alright, you die. I was doing a rant like I normally do. Oh right, I can't. Oh crap. No, I'm not dying to a giant wheel. Damn, that one was harder than the others. Oh, is this the fishing minigame? Okay, this is actually very fun. So the fishing minigame in this game is badass. It's challenging, but it's also incredibly fun. Oh crap. I saved it that time. I didn't save it that time. Sometimes it's weird when there's automated sections and then there's not. And there's some... Sonic? Oh my god. That's another reason I don't like increasing the speed. Because, like, Sonic will still be moving after he does something. There we go. Mm. But there's automated sections. Oh my god. There's automated sections, and then there are sections where it's not automated at all. And then there's sections where, like, parts of it are automated, but some parts are not. It throws you for a loop many, many times. XP, XP, rings. I'm not defeating you yet, Squid. Maybe in a little bit. Dang it. Like, also, I also miss memory cards. I don't know why, but I miss being able to, like, have a memory card, store all your, like, save files on it, and then transfer that to different consoles. Yes, I know you can still do that with the USB sticks. You can plug a USB stick and then download all your save data from the console to the USB stick, and then use that save data. Actually, no, you can't. Because with certain games having like their save data locked to no, yeah, I think you still can. No, you can't like download your games to a USB stick, but you can download the save data. But I still miss how simple it was in the olden days, PS2, Xbox era, GameCube too, where you just, if your console broke, you just take your memory card and you stick it in a new console, and voila, it was like you never even like lost anything. Now, if your console breaks or you can't get it repaired and you have to buy a new one, you have to do a big giant setup. You have to do all this like syncing up. You have to do your account like reassembly and on everything if you want to play online, and then you can like download all your save data. Unless you just buy a console and never go online with it. And I know a few people who still do that. Like they get a brand new console and they will never go online with it, but they will still like keep their save data and just use it like an old timey console. But consoles these days sometimes don't work like that. Like sometimes like you will miss out on features and other stuff. Sometimes your console will have major issues with it that they want to patch out with later updates. It's just it's not as simple as it used to be.
too dangerous. They were reunited, right before the end.
They're together now. You take a minute. I'm gonna keep moving.
So, was that their real bodies, or... I'm so confused. I'm assuming that was like I guess retelling of past events that happened. Maybe they were in a war, and that was a warrior a wife trying to get to her warrior, because I noticed he had a helmet on. So maybe he was like a warrior or something, a soldier. That's a better way to describe that. And I don't know. It's confusing. Very cryptic. It's like I'm playing Dark Souls all over again. Also, Dark Souls. That's a game franchise that I would have previously said was my all-time favorite games, or a game genre. But a lot of the Souls games just aren't nearly as fun as they used to be, mainly because I don't have hours to spend practicing and getting better at them anymore. Like Dark Souls 2 is still my favorite. Dark Souls 2 is the bomb. Like I still play Dark Souls 2 to this day, and I still am decent at it, but Dark Souls 2 is more RPG than Souls.
Hey, still thinking about the Coco?
Yeah, and more. I'm not sure what happened, but I know what I saw. A love that transcended time. I believe in that power. When this is over, I want to share that love with the world, even though it may take us far apart.
I know you'll do great. I want to hear all about it when you come back.
Oh god, is it this segment? Oh, it is.
What's up, Amy?
Look, wasn't this region locked off before? I think you can interact with it now. I think you can rotate some of them.
Maybe they'll act like the other puzzle locks and show me the way to that Titan.
It's worth a shot.
All right, what's the right way to do this? Looks like there's a pattern on the ground.
So, this is the section I was talking about earlier. And this is the section that literally took me forever to figure out, and I ended up giving up and looking it up. So they talk about the like patterns on the ground, which is bare dirt, and if you notice, they all point to each other. And the thing is, like, it's very confusing. So if we go over here, oh, there's Coco's. Hold a minute. There's other stuff we can do too. Wait, there's one down here? You know what? We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this down here. Because why not? There we go. We got a trophy for that too. Alright. Cyber mission time. God, the load time in this version is splendid. Alright. Ooh, we have a Green Hills inspired level. Ow. Oh dear. Yep, this is definitely Green Hills inspired. We're going to slow for now. Got it. Wait, hold on a minute. So eerie without music, but I'm sorry, I'm not risking getting copyrighted. Oh, there was one right there. Oh! Oh, you cheeky bugger. Wait, is there anything down there? I don't want to try it. Okay, there's nothing back there. Yeah, the game can be very eerie without music. Fuck. Ow. Oh, there's one. Oh, so that's a boosting pad. Ouch. This plays like a normal, like, platforming level. Good lord. Aw, cheeky. It says I haven't missed one yet. Oh, wow. That was easy. Alright. So, we got all the red icons. Red star rings. So, now we just gotta beat it with speed. Which I'm pretty sure we can do. I'm not even gonna look at the timer, I'm just gonna look at Sonic. Oh, that sucked. Well, that was actually harder than it looked. Well. I gotta remember when to boost and when not to boost. Also, I don't even know if I'm taking the proper path. Huh. That's actually pretty challenging. I got a B that time. Huh. We'll actually leave that for now. That that level is actually really fun. And if I S rank it, I probably get like, yeah, another key. So that level is actually really fun. Alright, where's the tombstones? Over here. Alright. We will try the tombstones, but I don't think I can actually do them. Actually, no, I have to have faith in myself. So, hold on a minute. So yeah, so the whole thing is to line up the pillars so that they form that icon, which is a birdish birdish icon. So now the bad thing is you can't reset this if you fail it. If you quit, they stay in the orientation that you like had them in until you like quit the game and come back. Or maybe they changed that, I don't know. But we're gonna see. See, there's one. But then see this one. There's another. See, this one turns all three. See, that path is correct. And this one just turns these two. So we could turn this one pointing that way. See? But now this one controls that one over there. So we could point this one this way. But see? And now this one... So you basically have to line them up where they would. So, for example, if this beam is going to move, that moves this bottom beam. So, we know that this controls these three, this one controls this one, and this one controls that one. This one also controls this one. So, if we were to, say, place the beam over here, and then move it, I get the premise, I get what they're trying to do. They want you to be looking at the beam and like use your brain to guess where that beam would move to if you moved another column. So for example, this beam is pointing straight like that way. So that means if I moved this beam a little bit, it would sync up with like the others. So for example, if I put it there and then move like this one, if I moved it there, or maybe moved it there, and then move this one, so, but this one also moves that one over there, and this one moves that. So if I put like this here, and then move like this here, and then move this one like here, then I can move this one here, but then that one will move that one, so I can move this one, which moves that one. You see what I'm saying? Like, I get the premise. I get the execution. I get what they're trying to do, but number one, he said other pillars, and as far as I know, like, this is the only like section in this on this map like this. I get what they're trying to do, but the execution is very off, especially for such a difficult puzzle at this time. Like, this is a very difficult puzzle to just spring on someone without smaller puzzles leading up to it. That's why The Legend of Zelda never gives you the most difficult puzzle up front, and they will normally have smaller, less difficult puzzles leading up to that like major puzzle to ease you into it and to give you the like sense of mechanics. Whereas this just throws this out here and expects you to do it. But Sonic did say that there were other pillars throughout the land, so if there are smaller puzzles like this, they hid them very well. But if I point this here and then move this one, like move this here, or rather move that there, yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. Like, It's basically a sliding block puzzle, or that concept, but with lasers. You gotta slide these around until you find out how they fit. It's a logistics puzzle, basically. Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. So when you cease operation, the lasers stay in, well, they stay the way they were pointed, meaning you can't quit it and it resets. You have to like figure this out and kind of do it. Now, part of me wants to do this on my own, but this type of puzzle has always stumped me. It's like the sliding block puzzles always stump me. It's just my brain is not wired the way most people's brains are, so my brain cannot comprehend this style of puzzle. Mathematical puzzles and stuff like that, yeah, my brain can sometimes do those, but this this type of puzzle where it's more about pattern recognition, my brain can do it, but it just takes me a long time. But boy, is this going to be difficult. But we're about the end of this video. So I think also I love how the camera locks into there until you're ready to look at it. I think I'm going to end the episode here. That's actually kind of cool looking. See, that's pretty too, that right there. But honestly, that looks dope. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. It's almost been an hour, and I think I'm gonna resume the episode after I do this puzzle. So in the next segment, most likely the puzzle will be solved, and then we will continue. So thank you guys for watching, and yeah, this has been a weird playthrough, but it's a very chill playthrough, and that's all that matters to me. Thank you all. See you in the next episode of Sonic Frontiers. Peace out. Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Sonic Frontiers. We're continuing exactly where we left off. So, there's that puzzle, and that puzzle, I really want to solve it myself, but I do have a guide ready if I need it. Oh, wait. Whoa. Okay. We're gonna ignore what just happened there. How did I get up there again? There it is. What the hell? Alright. I feel like that's something special. I do feel like it's something special. Also, look at that. We climbed that earlier, and boy, is that thing majestic. Alright. Let us try this puzzle. Oh, that one controls. This one also controls. Wait, what? This one controls all three. This one controls just that one. So, hold on a minute. So if I do it, put it this way, and then move this one. Yeah, look at that. See, now both of those are lined up. So, hold on a minute. Let's move that one there. And then this one there. Wait, no. Let's move that one there. Oh. Let's move that one there. What? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That seems this. I get the premise. I do. But to be honest, I just, it's not very satisfying. And the fact that you can't reset it is actually very annoying. So we're gonna do the strategy. Well, we're gonna level up our stuff first if we like it. Wild Rush. We already have that, don't we? See, that right there would be very beneficial. Alright. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. We, we might just wait till we have the skills. So we're going back to the title. We're going to continue. Alright, and then see now it resets. So I'm going to do this puzzle real quick and then I'll be right back. See you in a minute. Damn you! I'm sorry, I have to make the transition look nice. See you in a minute. And we're back with another section. So I've been doing this for about 20 minutes. And I think I figured it out. So if I am correct, when I take this laser and turn it to that column, this should align perfectly. And I was right.
You did it, Sonic. I'm sensing the Titan up ahead. This is it. The big showdown.
It'll be a short match if I can't find the last Chaos Emerald, though.
I searched everywhere I could. I'm out of ideas.
So where is it? Maybe I'll find it along the way.
So, yeah. That took me way too long to do. I wanted to do that myself, but I knew that if I did it myself, it would take way too much of the video up. So I just sat there until I got it. I don't feel like I accomplished it perfectly. Like, it took me 20 minutes to do what is essentially a very simple puzzle. But, like I said in the previous segment, my brain is just not wired correctly. So, maybe I'll make a separate video where I showcase the solution. But I really don't like this segment. It would be different if there was more segments like this earlier in this level, but there aren't. This is the only segment like this in this entire map. So you can't even practice getting the rhythm down. It just throws this puzzle on you. But it's done. Don't have to worry about it anymore, hopefully. But we have that last Chaos Emerald, which will be interesting. I saw a heart up there. But what I think that's it over there. We still have this mini boss to take care of, which I want to do. I want to do that before I take out the, like, boss. We have a timer here. Let's do this real quick. Hmm. Huh. Hmm. I feel like this right here was not. Hmm. Hold on a minute. Alright, I think I chose poorly, but we're gonna do something similar. Ah, crap. Damn it. Well, I'll take these. Like, hold on a minute. There's no enemies. Normally, enemies are the best way to make this challenge easier. So I think I'm taking the worst path. Yep, see, that's also a terrible path. I feel like this path is the path it wants me to take. And maybe... Maybe... Yeah, that's times 32. Times 64. Oh dear. So maybe now... see, I messed it up. That's the reason I like taking out enemies rather than doing the platforming challenges, because it's so easy to mess up the platforming challenges. Like, seriously, it's so easy. But they do give the best, like, points. But, like, Sonic controls so wonky when he's going at high speeds that trying to do platforming challenges just messes you up completely. That's another reason I don't like leveling up his speed stat, because he gets harder and harder to control the faster he goes. But what we could do is go down here. Collect all these mofos. We're not gonna restart this time. Yeah, I don't want a D. I don't want a D. We gotta get better than a D. At least a B. mean, I could also do this platforming challenge up here. That would probably net me quite a bit of, like, stuff. Let's see. And look at that. See, that was the way to go. That was insane. See, it's all about the path. It's a puzzle. It's not necessarily a speed challenge, as it is a puzzle. You have to figure out which path you need to take to get the best score. And I told you, like, doing the platforming, no, I don't want to fight you one day. One day I'll fight you. Go away. No one likes you. But, like, platforming in this game is rewarded the best. Like, instead of going around finding enemies to fight, the game really incentivizes you trying to platform your way to success. Like, isn't that like the most... So, see, this was where I did combat to get an S rank. I got 636,172. Actually, isn't that like 636,000? Nah. Yeah, this was 6,336,172. So, or 636,172. But where was the other one? Because I did another challenge. I guess the others are covered up by the map. But, so, that's, what is that, 1 mil? Yeah, I think that's 1,108,977. So that is a significant degree higher than this score over here. Yes, lower scores still count as an S, but that was S beyond. Also, I love how the timers shine gold when you get an S, so you know definitely, hey, I got an S on this. But, yeah, I couldn't be happier with that score. Then we got that over there. But I wanted to showcase this real quick, because this is fun and relaxing.
Oh, hey, Sonic. You come here to fish too?
Big? What are you doing here? How did you get here? What even is here?
I don't know. I was looking for fishing spots and wound up here. So now I'm fishing.
Of course you are.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to detense for a second.
Do you know how to fish? I'll teach you if you want. Hey, you've got a bite. Sonic, I'll leave it to you to pull it up. Can you see the red ripples? When the white ripple overlaps with the red one, lift your rod up quickly.
Yeah, it's just pressing X.
Wow, nice catch. If you get plenty of dope, Froggy really likes those purple coins. If you bring me one, I'll let you borrow my rod again. Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
So, this is the, like, like, I guess you could call it the reward list. And it takes you about 45 minutes to do all of this if you do it well. So, the fish are here. So you cast the line, and you just wait. But see, so now, wow, a marlin already. That's a rare one. I got lucky with that. Treasure chest already. Oh my god, we got a gold card in the very first treasure chest. Man, my luck is great today. But yeah, ooh, golden carp. But yeah, the reason I like this fishing minigame is most fishing minigames try to be overly complicated and difficult. But this one is exactly what it says it is. It's a mode to detense and relax. Normally the music in this section is brilliant and it's genuinely very fun to fish. This is one of the better fishing games I have ever seen in a, well, game that's not about fishing. Frog. And they probably get harder down the line. This is the first fishing hole, so I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the game that the ring got so small you have to have perfect timing, which I'm okay with. See, that's perfect. A goldfish. And you have to fish for a long time to get all the rewards. Flying fish. Are we throwing these fish back, or are we putting them in a chest somewhere? Or a cooler, rather. The chances of catching the tadpole in a lake, or little pond, rather, is very slim. I don't think tadpoles would bite a line. I don't think they're big enough to bite a line. But what do I know? I don't fish. Oh, see, that one was harder. Another chest. Oh my god, a gold ticket. That is insane. Crawfish. Or crayfish. I don't know. That looks more like a full-blown lobster than a crawfish. Crawfish don't get that big. That was a full-blown lobster. I like how Sonic isn't touching that one. I wonder if I fail, does failing reduce my tokens? We caught a ring. No, it's every time we catch a fish. Okay. Yeah, it's every time we catch a fish. That one was tougher. So this lets me travel to the Hermit Coco. A tin can. Platinum golden fish. I would think that would be worth more than one token. Alright,
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
so Fishopedia. This tells you about everything you caught. What's it say about the... Where's the crayfish? Omnivorous. Yeah, I'm sorry, but crayfish are really small. They don't get really big. There might be some decently sized crayfish out there, but any like crayfish I've ever seen isn't bigger than, say, a smartphone. But that one compared to Sonic, I don't know how big Sonic is. I know he's smaller than a human. Like, if you watch the Sonic movies, he's like about the size of a small dog. But if this Sonic is the same size as movie Sonic, then I guess this this crayfish looks big compared to him. So I don't know, but it looked like a lobster. It just flat out looked like a lobster. Then you have the voice logs, which we don't have
Would
any.
you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
You can also use the barbecue spit. So yeah, you need the music on for this one. So you can do this forever. Yeah, you can't. This one you
Would you
have to have the
like to
music
try?
on.
I'll let you borrow a rod.
Also, I love how it tells you everything you have on you. We could do. Let's get the egg memo. 20 lost cocoa. We got a trophy. Good way to level up. Not gonna lie. Get one of these, one of these. Actually, get a few of those. There we go.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
So now we can listen to the voice logs.
Some force is keeping me from exiting cyberspace. Is it because my AI made unauthorized access to the databases? If so, that's the exact opposite of what it was supposed to do. What are gun military craft doing in here? Sage has helped me avoid the worst of it, and it doesn't appear to be manned. Is it a defense mechanism? I need to learn more. The terrain here keeps shifting. I'm finding recreations of regions from South Island, West Side Island, even Angel Island. Where is this environmental data coming from?
Yeah.
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow.
Let's reel it in. Ooh, that was a toughie. Damn. That's handy. That was a easy one. Squid. I'm sorry, but a squid wouldn't be. Never mind. A squid wouldn't be in a pond unless you put it there. But can squid even live in a pond? Good question. Normal can. Another chest with another gold card. That's insane. Been very lucky with the gold cards. A tire. Koi, the fish that my screen name's named after. A koi fish. Because my screen name is Koi Iken, so... Silver acorn. Oh, missed that timing. Barracuda. I wonder if I get a different reward for trying to take out fish that aren't in the circle. Anglerfish. Very interesting. Anglerfishes are in the deepest parts of the ocean. I would think that would be worth more than that. Mm. Again, a lot more rare than you think it is. Moray eel. A sign. Anglers Club. I gotta check that trophy. Oh, the same fish we got last time. Let's go for this little guy over here. Ah, see, now we're getting the same fish over and over. So we got one more fish. If we get another fish that we've already caught, or sea creature we already caught, then, damn it, of course. Of course.
You
I
don't
messed that
have
one up.
any coins? Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow.
Egg memo, egg memo, egg memo. Ooh. There we go.
Would you like to try? I'll let you.
So look at that.
Would you like to try?
Hold a minute.
You don't have any. Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
I found elements from my own EggNet, the United Federation, even planet Donpa Kingdom race data. As best as I can surmise, this cyberspace extends well beyond the scope of these islands and is gaining information from around the world. Fascinating. I am officially jealous. This entire expanse was constructed by the ancient race who had previously settled on these islands. The level of technology they employed is completely alien to me, so I can't salvage it. Yet. It appears the Starfall Islands act as the CPU for cyberspace. Once I'm out of here, I need to secure them at all costs. I'm not able to access the data too readily, but it appears the entire history of the ancients is recorded here in cyberspace. More than that, they logged their memories, their desires. It's almost like they encoded their very souls into this place. Now then, how can I use that to my benefit? Who were the ancients? They predate any civilization by a wide margin. The Echidnas? The Black Arms? Please. The Babylonians? Hardly. And yet they didn't seem to influence the world beyond these 3 piddly islands. Why? What stopped them from conquering the world?
Would you like to try? I'll let you borrow a rod.
So anyone who knows Eggman knows that he is hell-bent on conquering the world. Ooh, nice. But Eggman has always been hell-bent on conquering the world. He doesn't really want to destroy everything, but he wants to conquer it. And the Sonic movie actually played on this, where in the first 2 movies, Eggman was trying to conquer the world, and in the 3rd movie, he still wants to conquer the world, but his grandpa, Gerald Robotnik, wants to just flat out destroy the world and the universe. And then, spoilers, something happens and everything returns to goodness. But the Robotnik is a bad person, but he's not 100% evil. And I like that they're showing some humanity in his audio logs. But yeah, so I wanted to show. I don't know if we managed to grab everything, but let's see. Oh, it's already complete. So number of casts, it took me 34. Catch completion is complete. So yeah, it doesn't take that long to complete the fishing hole for this, like, level. Wait, is that one of my Cocos? Yeah. It doesn't take that long to complete the fishing hole here. I've already done that. Why is there an enemy on that platform? Very interesting. But it doesn't take that long to complete. Also, over there is another, like, what's it called? Over there is another, like, cyber chase mission. I've never been able to get to that one, or at least I don't think. I can't remember, because I cannot for the life of me figure out how to get over there. It has something to do with that long rail system, because as you see, there's a rail system that goes down directly to it. So it's a platforming puzzle, a big one actually. Like, I gotta find where it starts, and I think it starts right over there. So we have that I want to do, or at least try to do. I want to defeat the squid boss before I leave Kronos Island. And obviously we gotta defeat the big boy boss. There's still quite a bit I want to do for this island. Oh dear. So there's some coins up there. I'm trying to, I think I can jump on this right here and then hop up. Yep, see? But then you got that over there. There we go. And then, wait, where was the, there were three. There were three. Are they over here? Yep. No, that was four. Either 4 or 5, I wasn't counting. But, yeah, there's still some things I want to do before I leave Kronos Island. So let's make our way over to that. Hold on a minute. Let me do the infinity sign. What? That didn't count? It's just a figure 8. Oh, that counted. But is it here? Yeah, you gotta figure out where. See, that's a cocoa I haven't grabbed yet. So there. So does it start here? I think it must start here. And I bet you this is a timer to get over there. No. It's a timer to get over. What? I don't even need to use any speed. See, I probably don't even need to use that platform. I probably just do this. Nope. Alright, it does want me to go over here. Yeah, see what I mean? I didn't even have to think fast on that. Yeah, I didn't even have to think fast for that. I think it's trying to do the Mario 64 thing of having some challenges that are really difficult and some challenges that aren't. Eh, that's sort of worth it. Celestial Rain. Ooh, there's a lot of good ones here. Yeah. So this is if you aren't good at like finding the purple coins, you can farm them this way. However, this is incredibly random. So, ooh, ticket to tranquility. Very interesting. Oh, collectible. But yeah, there's so many features in this game that probably didn't need to be in the game, but is they're there, and honestly, I do like them because this game is trying to be the open world, content rich, like Sonic game that everyone wants or thought they wanted. And honestly, they did a lot of things right. But we got the ninja. And then we can end that combo with this. Look at that. Yeah, I find it awesome that you get a bonus to your purple coins if you manage to defeat a boss or enemies during this like event. And voila, it's over. See? Like, it's a very fun event, and it doesn't last that long. And it's completely and utterly random. Some people might hate that. Some people might love it. I actually kind of love it because it gives you a reason to try to play for long times and in hopes that you get it. But it's overall it's a fun little segment. I'm not gonna lie, it's a fun little segment. What's that? Oh, is that the yeah it is. But we've done a lot this episode. There we go. We've done a lot this episode, and I'm actually proud of what we've accomplished. We got the fishing compendium completed for this island. That's a big one. We got a bunch of skill points too. Like, look at that. We got Wild Rush, the Stomp Attack. We're probably gonna do Wild Rush, but we'll get that. Like, eventually you're gonna get them all. But we'll probably save up for the Psy Loop. So we need 30 to get that. What the heck is this? We've done that down there. What is this? Oh, I see you.
Are you trying to figure out the mysteries about these ruins too? It's kind of spooky everyone seems to be gone, huh?
The technology of the ancients exceeds your modern understanding. Unwelcome pests like you will be swiftly eliminated.
Okay, I'm trying to be civil here, but are you saying they lost control of their tech and it wiped them out?
No!
Okay, okay. So you're not in a talking mood. I'll leave you be.
Yeah, and you can go find her in specific spots on the map, and you can talk to her. They're not marked, you have to literally go find them, but they give you better context on her character and a little bit of lore on her and Robotnik. And again, completely optional. You don't have to go and talk to her, but if you do, you get rewarded. And then there's a little platforming challenge here. And if I recall, this is a climbing challenge. Okay, that was funny. See, you can't get on that one. It is so weird that you don't actually push the analog stick sideways. If you just push it sideways, Sonic will go down. You have to kind of push it sideways while tilting up. It's very weird. And then you have what is going to be a very annoying segment right here. Because sometimes it will send you just flying off, and I hate it. Yeah, that's why I hate it. See, that time was just my fault, though. Oh, gear. Yeah, but controlling Sonic in this segment is annoying. Like, when Sonic needs to move slow, I think is when he controls the worst. Actually, no, when he controls slow, he controls the best. But it's when, like, you are forced to, I guess, move fast, is when he controls the worst. But Sonic just isn't responsive enough to do certain things. Yeah, I'm playing with fire trying to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, recovering like that is really fun to do, except when you do that. See, that time he didn't, this is what inconsistency. Like, all that time I did the spiral ball, and I clinged on perfectly. But during that segment, it didn't work. And it's very frustrating. Because a platformer needs consistency to be interesting. Without consistency, you don't have anything. And take speedrunners, for example. The reason speedrunning in, like, platformers are so enjoyable is because of the consistency to do a specific action over and over and over till you get it perfect. If you don't have any consistency, then that means any action you take could be completely random. But it is what it is, you know? But it's the reason I dropped this game when it originally came out. And we can bypass that. Well, not really. There we go. And now we fall to the ground. And then we slide like crazy. Yeah, this is probably the hardest platforming challenge on this map. And it goes all the way... I think it goes all the way up there. Ow. I have no rings, but that's fine. Now I have rings. And a lot of... I know about the Final Horizon update, the big like update that wrapped up the story and added some new challenges, new characters to play and stuff. Like, I want to get to that part in the game, but I also don't. Like, I'm conflicted. I love this game. I wouldn't call it like one of my favorite games of all time, but I would call this game my favorite Sonic game. It's the reason I'm playing it right now, and I've played it so long thus far. Because this is my favorite Sonic game. But at times it's a bit taxing. But we got a lot done this session, and I'm proud of that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode here. I wanted to end in the flower bed, but we're going to end on this rock. I think that looks good. Eh. I actually think that looks really good. But yeah, I'm going to call it for this episode of Sonic Frontiers. We got a lot done. We completed the fishing compendium. We did a cyber mission. We tried to do some platforming challenges. We got demolished by said platforming challenges. We still have some platforming challenges that I want to do. We still have the squid boss in the background that I want to take out. And we still have one more cyber mission to see if we can get to. If we can't do those things, that's absolutely fine. We can always beat the game and come back later to do any cleanup. But that will be it for this segment of Sonic Frontiers. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.